A tornado touched down near Jacksonville, Illinois, early Wednesday afternoon, sending debris flying through the air as rotating winds swept across the region. Residents reported seeing a funnel cloud rapidly develop on the west side of the city before it dropped to the ground, tearing through trees and damaging structures in a matter of moments. Streets quickly became impassable, power lines snapped, and widespread outages followed in Morgan County as the storm intensified. In the immediate aftermath, more than 3/4 of Jacksonville lost power. Winds strong enough to rival those of major storm systems roared through neighborhoods and commercial districts. On Baldwin Road, a commercial building collapsed completely. Just blocks away, signage at a local Wendy's restaurant was mangled by the wind, and rooftops across the city were damaged or stripped away entirely. The Future Champions Sports Complex on Keeley Street was among the hardest-hit facilities. Online images captured the scope of the destruction: protective netting ripped from poles, debris scattered across the baseball fields, and major damage to buildings surrounding the complex. The complex confirmed that all staff were safe, but noted that upcoming sports events might be relocated due to storm damage. Their restaurant was also closed for the night.
Let's do a walk around.
Meanwhile, Jacksonville Memorial Hospital reported it had lost power during the storm. Although the facility was operating without air conditioning, backup generators maintained essential services, keeping emergency care available. Hospital officials stated that patient care remained uninterrupted, though some non-emergency services were temporarily suspended until full power could be restored. As the tornado moved out, strong thunderstorms continued to sweep across central Illinois. By mid-afternoon, the tornado watch had expired, but dangerous weather conditions lingered. Meteorologist Andrew Pritchard later confirmed that the most severe weather had passed, with the remaining threat significantly reduced. However, the damage had already been done. Morgan County alone reported more than 11,000 customers without electricity. In total, across the state of Illinois, more than 37,000 residents were affected by outages. Ameren, Illinois confirmed that as of Wednesday evening, over 18,000 customers remained in the dark. In Edgar County, more than 6,000 outages were reported, with additional blackouts in Coles, Crawford, and Clark counties. In Springfield, a particularly large outage impacted over 400 customers along a stretch near Lake Springfield, from Hochester Road to Palm and Posts Road. Municipal officials in cities like Urbana asked residents to contact Public Works if trees or debris were blocking public rights-of-way. Tree limbs littered roads, and emergency sirens continued to echo through the region well into the afternoon.
Holy shit!
Ready to come up. Well, come here. Right here. Yeah.
Several tornado warnings had been issued throughout the day, although the full extent of the damage is still being assessed. The National Weather Service confirmed it would send teams to survey impacted areas to determine whether the storm's destruction was caused by tornadic winds or straight-line wind events. Based on eyewitness accounts and early images from the ground, there's a strong indication that at least one tornado touched down directly in Jacksonville. Along with tornadic winds, the storm system brought torrential rainfall, hail, and flash flooding. The storms that swept through Jacksonville were part of a larger, fast-moving system that earlier this week had already spawned tornadoes in Minnesota and Nebraska. Illinois found itself in the crosshairs as that energy moved eastward.
Right straight in front of us. Very good now.
One of the more alarming images shared online showed a rotating cloud base descending directly over Jacksonville, with debris rising visibly into the air, a clear sign of tornadic activity. While no injuries were reported immediately, several roads remained closed into the evening, and many residents were asked to shelter in place until damage assessments and utility repairs could be safely completed. The city's emergency crews worked around the clock, clearing fallen trees, restoring downed lines, and distributing emergency alerts. Public events were canceled. Government offices in hard-hit counties like Edgar were closed for the day. Schools and recreational facilities shut down operations to focus on cleanup and safety inspections.
Oh my God, you guys! Wait, really?
Yes, get in the basement. Get in the basement.
Why? Are we being for real?
Yes, it's a tornado.
That was a piece of siding.
Yes, it's a tornado.
The Future Champion Sports Complex, a central hub for local youth athletics, reported severe damage to both its infrastructure and playing surfaces. Fencing around the ball fields was torn down, lighting structures were bent or toppled, and equipment storage units were completely destroyed. The financial toll is expected to be substantial, and the owners are now working with local officials and insurance agencies to assess how long repairs may take. Eyewitnesses described the tornado as a dark, fast-spinning column that moved low to the ground and with shocking speed. One resident who lives near West Lafayette Avenue said they saw entire tree limbs flying horizontally as the storm hit. It looked like the wind just lifted the backyard off the ground, she recounted. Another individual recalled narrowly missing the flying roof of a nearby garage while seeking shelter in their basement.
Praise be to God that you don't experience this weather right now. Y'all take care. Love everybody. Bye.
Even after the tornado passed, the danger did not subside. Flash floods developed quickly due to the saturation of already damp soil, overwhelming local drainage systems. Vehicles were reported stuck in submerged roadways, and emergency crews were dispatched with boats and high-water vehicles to assist in areas most affected. In surrounding rural communities, farms experienced significant loss. Barns were damaged, silos tipped over, and crops flattened. Power outages also threatened livestock operations, as automated systems for feeding and ventilation were temporarily offline. Local agricultural agencies are assessing how best to support recovery in these areas, especially for small farms already struggling with the season's weather. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.